Yo, what's going on everybody? Hope everybody is doing well. I talk about these type of builds all the time on my channel, but if you haven't tried out a Chroma Exodia Contagion ZOUL build, then I highly recommend trying out this one because it is really fun. For this build, we got the Wrathful Advanced Helmet ability over Chroma's 4th ability. Wrathful Advanced gives us that extra melee crit chance, and the amount of crit chance we get is dependent on our ability strength. So I get 346%. I got 5 purple Archon shards on this build for some extra melee crit damage. Whenever my max energy is over 500, that damage boost doubles. It's really easy to get over 500 energy when you have a setup like this. That is of course thanks to Umbral Fiber and Arcane Battery. But we also got the Vigorous Swap mod on for this build so we could get that extra multiplicative damage buff. The multiplicative damage buffs are going to make the Exodia Contagion ZOUL do more damage, and Chroma's got 2 abilities that give him these type of buffs. The first ability is Toxin Elemental Ward, and the second ability is Vex Armor with the Fury buff. So we're going to be doing some crazy damage at the end of the day with our ZOUL. And the ZOUL I'm using today is my favorite weapon in the entire game. This is my Sephin ZOUL. It's got a Sephin Strike, a Core Grip, and a Vargeet 2 Ruhong Link, and these parts aren't even the craziest at the end of the day, but they are my favorite because they make the Nakana ZOUL that I love so much. From the parts to the look to the name, I absolutely love this weapon, and it is my favorite in Warframe. And the mod setup for this weapon is pretty damn good as well, especially with a Riven mod like this where we get that extra crit damage and extra crit chance, 2 stats that are going to help our ZOUL cook even more. I also got Blood Rush on this weapon so I can get crit chance every time I build up the melee combo counter. Whenever we're at 12 times, we're going to be getting a crazy damage buff, and when we pair this mod with the Wrathful Advanced ability, we're going to be doing tier 6 crits really easily. I also got the Condition Overload mod on this weapon, specifically because it gives the Exodia Contagion Arcane a multiplicative damage buff as well. However, the buff is only applied to the direct hit of the Exodia Contagion Arcane, but at the end of the day, that's a 4th buff, which is going to help us do more damage, so I'll take it. And to do even more damage on top of that, we got the Void Strike skill from the Madurai Operator School. It gives a 1000% damage buff for 8 seconds, and even though my efficiency and duration are low on this build, we only have a short duration for our damage window. At the end of the day, during that duration, we can do some crazy amount of damage. The main reason I wanted to bring this build through the Ascension mission is because the first time I did, when I wasn't even going for crazy damage, I ended up hitting damage cap without the negative number. So I wanted to see if I could do it again, and I absolutely did. And don't get it wrong, I've hit damage cap many times before with this setup and other ZOULs, but it never gets tiring to me. Every time I see it, I get so hyped, man. And I also shit on the Sisters of Parvos, of course, with this build. I'm not doing no billions of damage to a Sisters of Parvos, but at the end of the day, the boss fight is still fun in that mission type. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of this build down in the comments, and feel free to let me know what kind of ZOUL builds you like to use with Chroma. I'm sure not everybody is the biggest fan of the Sephin ZOUL, especially when there are ZOULs out there that have way higher Riven disposition. But at the end of the day, it's my absolute fucking favorite, and the fact that I can hit damage cap with this weapon is still nice. Even though I didn't hit a negative number in this video, I still hit the 2.1 billion, so I'm happy with that. Before this video ends, real quick, just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel, and yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for me. Keep your head up, stay positive, and with that being said, thanks for watching.